Hi there, I'm Nicole Chapman, Director of Training and Education here at Club Caddie. In this video, we're going to review how to handle tips using the receipt method in Club Caddie. This is by far the most common workflow. Here's how it works. When a transaction is completed, the system will print a receipt with a tip line. If your property has tip suggestions turned on, the receipt will also show suggested percentages like 18% equals $18 on a $100 check. You hand the receipt to the guest, they write in the gratuity, and you collect it back. Note, some clubs use settings that can change how tips appear or are entered. If something on your screen looks different than shown here, follow your manager's instructions for your location. That's the starting point of the tip on receipt workflow. Once you've got those receipts, you'll need to enter the gratuities in the system. To do that, you'll use the Share Tips tool. Go into Tools, select Share Tips, and enter your PIN. From there, you'll see a breakdown of all the charged tips, meaning gratuities that came in through credit cards or other non-cash payments. Find the matching transaction from your receipt, click Advanced, type in the gratuity amount, and then assign it to yourself. That gratuity is now tied to the transaction. Now, let's talk about the other tools you'll see. Tip Manager gives you an overview of everything that's happened throughout the day for all employees. You can filter by employee just by typing in a name, and it will pull up all the transactions for that person. This is more of a reporting tool, but it's helpful when you want to see the big picture. The Share Tips tool also has another role. It's where you do tip sharing. For example, let's say you earned $200 in gratuities and you want to share $50 with a barback. You'd enter that in the Share Tips tool, and the system automatically deducts it from your total and adds it to theirs. Some properties use percentages, others use flat amounts, but either way, the tool handles it. You're ready to leave for the day, so you're going to do a Shift Closeout. Come in here and enter your PIN. You'll see options that look identical to the Share Tips tool, and you have your charge tips. Before you leave, check for any open tabs or tickets that don't have a gratuity added by clicking Tip Not Applied. This is your last opportunity to add them. You can also come in here throughout the day, process a few, hit Close, and continue working. If you've been super busy, you have 14 receipts with the gratuity handwritten. Before you leave, go through those tickets. Click Advance, add the gratuity amount that matches each receipt, tag it to yourself, and apply it to each ticket. This bottom dropdown will list your card payment device as an option so that it can be applied through, let's say, Card Connect. I only recommend using Shift Closeout when you're truly ready to walk out the door because of the button in the bottom right corner, Submit. Once you hit Submit, all of the tabs/tickets you've worked on for the day are batched. After submitting, you cannot go back and add gratuities to those tickets. So once you have done that, there's day-end closing, which is required at every property, even those using server banks. Someone has to do it. Usually it's the closing bartender or closing server. They'll start by entering the float, maybe $300, then count out the actual cash in the drawer. This ensures everything balances. This step needs to be done daily for the system to reconcile properly. One last note. Many properties allow servers to take cash tips home directly, and those don't always get entered into the software. Non-cash tips, like credit card gratuities, are tracked in the system and are reconciled according to your location's policy. If you're ever unsure, ask your manager how your property handles non-cash tip reconciliation. So to recap, here's the flow for tip on receipt. The guest writes their gratuity on the receipt. You enter it into the Share Tips tool. You can use tip sharing if your property pools tips. You finalize everything with Shift Closeout, and your closing staff completes the day-end closing to reconcile the drawer. And that's how you handle tips on receipts in Club Caddie. Stick to this workflow, and you'll make sure every gratuity is accounted for, even on your busiest days.